to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Bunton.
Here.
Campbell.
Here.
Dempsey.
Here.
Ford.
Here.
Fournier.
Here.
Crop.
Here.
Menser.
Here. There aren't any announcements, so adoption of the agenda. Need a motion?
Move to adopt the agenda as presented.
Support it.
Roll call.
Bunton.
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
Dempsey.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
Fournier.
Yes.
Crop.
Yes.
Menser.
Yes.
Okay, public participation. This is the time you may address this body. All we ask is you give us your name, address, and adhere to the 3-minute rule. So,
Ruthie Stevenson, 69 Bain Street. I need a point of clarification. Now, when the medical marijuana facilities and grow operations buildings was put into adoption, was that designed to say where it would go and what could or could not? Secondly, on this meeting on tomorrow, what is the difference between a central business district to a general commercial business? What's the difference? Because if I'm understanding correctly, medical marijuana can be only grown in a general commercial district. And I just need clarification on that.
okay. Thank you. Anyone else?
Hi, my name is John Emerson, and I'm presenting a program tomorrow night on Africans in America in and before my lifetime. And I was able to find two things that Emmett Till was lynched in Mississippi, and Bonner Upshaw's father was lynched in Mount Clemens. And I got both of those out of Macomb Daily. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. What time tomorrow?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock, library?
Mount Clemens Library.
Okay. Great. Thank you. Anyone else? Okay. Let's see here. Administrative responses, we have none. I need a motion to approve the minutes of the last meeting.
Motion to approve the work session and the regular meeting of January 22, 2019. Support.
Do we have support?
Yes,
Sorry.
support.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Campbell.
Yes.
Dempsey.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
Fournier.
Yes.
Crop.
Yes.
Menser.
Yes.
Bunton.
Yes.
I apologize, I did skip announcements, acknowledgements, and communications. Does anybody on the board have any?
No.
Thought somebody would jump in if they did, but. Okay, general business, 9A, request approval for the allocation of the 2019 Community Development Block Grant Funds. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve the recommended allocation of the 2019 CDBG funds.
Support.
It is estimated that the city of Mount Clemens will receive $63,834 in community development block grant funds in the 2019 calendar year. A public hearing was held on January 7th, 2019, and a work session was held on January 22nd, 2019. City administration proposes the following allocation of funds, which must be spent by December 31st, 2020. The community center ADA and accessibility improvements, $51,954. Minor home repair program, $8,000. Interfaith volunteer caregivers, $880. Macomb County Warming Center, $3,000. And Macomb Homeless Coalition, $1,000.
Okay. Comments, questions? Seeing none. Roll call.
Dempsey.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
Fournier.
Yes.
Crop.
Yes.
Menser.
Yes.
Bunton.
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
9B, City Commission approval of the of the fiscal year 2019 Specialized Service Operating Assistance Program third-party contract between SMART and the City of Mount Clemens. Do I have a motion?
Move to approve the fiscal year 2019 Specialized Services Operating Assistance Program third-party contract between Suburban Mobility Authority for Regional Transportation and the City of Mount Clemens as presented, and to authorize the execution of the contracts by the appropriate city officials.
Support.
Attached is the fiscal year 2019 Specialized Services Operating Assistance Program third-party contract between the Suburban Mobility Authority for Regional Transportation and the City of Mount Clemens. This contract is identical to the fiscal year 2018 contract and has been reviewed by the City Attorney's Office. The contract outlines the obligation of funds from MDOT through SMART to provide public transportation services to persons with disabilities and senior citizens.
Any questions or comments? Commissioner Menzer.
So I just noted, it says, Jeff just read it, the contract is identical to fiscal year 2018. So I just wanted to, there's no increase in the fares for residents or passengers. There's no changes in the charges to the city or in the reimbursement, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Anyone else? Roll call, please.
Ford.
Yes.
Fournier.
Yes.
Crop.
Yes.
Menzer.
Yes.
Bunten.
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
Dempsey.
Yes. 9C, approve purchase and payments of invoices. Do I have a motion?
Move to approve purchases and payment of invoices as presented.
Support.
Are there any questions, comments? Commissioner Menzer.
I just wanted to say hooray that we are using Pinnacle Contracting, a local Mount Clemens business.
Anyone else? Roll call, please.
Fournier.
Yes.
Crop.
Yes.
Menzer.
Yes.
Bunten.
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
Dempsey.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
Okay, consent agenda. Need a motion? Oh, there is none. I'm sorry. That's right. And we do have a city manager's report, right?
We do.
At least I read it.
Congratulations to Mount Clemens High School for their Student Award winning entries for the Michigan Student Broadcast Awards. The students in Mount Clemens High School TV not only received first place for current events program Daughters of Macomb Annual Celebration, but also received honorable mention for current events program Michigan Governor Rick Snyder Luncheon Program, and honorable mention for news feature Macomb Food Program. Credits for these programs go to Ashley Nelson and Shane Thomas, who did an outstanding job. Thank you to the students, Mount Clemens High School, members of the Cable Commission, Patrick Lindenberry, Darren Roberts, for a job well done. The awards will be received during the Great Lakes Media Show on March 6th in Lansing. The city declared a snow emergency during the last snowstorm with some success in getting vehicles off the streets. When a snow emergency is declared, it is posted on all of the major news stations, the city's website, Facebook, as well as the kiosks in front of the Mount Clemens schools. Please look to one of those broadcastings or contact the city to determine if a snow emergency has been declared. And we would like to welcome new employee Jerry Pionk to the city as a maintenance worker in the utilities department.
Any questions? Okay, it's going to be commissioner comments, and I'm going first tonight.
Why?
I just decided I was going to go first, instead of
Well, she can.
always dittoing. First off, I would like to say this is going to be the last meeting that Linda Kunitz is going to be present here, our finance director. I want to wish Linda much success in her new venture, and I also want to thank her for the excellent job she has done while she's been here for the city, and has actually upgraded us in our IT while you were here, and we really appreciate everything you have done for us, and we wish you the best of luck. Secondly, I'd like to recognize one of our own. One Macomb will be hosting its first ever celebration of Black Excellence Award Gala. Roger Bunton, Commissioner Bunton, is the first recipient of the Educational Impact Award that he will be getting. So I congratulate you
Thank you.
for it. And that's it. That was my 2 cents. So I'm going to turn it over, though, to Roger, because he does have a couple things to add on to what I have just announced. So.
Okay, and well, I have a very long presentation to do, but anyway, I'll start with piggybacking on what she just talked about. There is a Black History celebration on Saturday, February the 16th from noon to 3 p.m. at the River House Banquet Center, 5 Amvet Drive, Mount Clemens. Tickets are $25, and that's being held by the Democratic Caucus. Thank you. And the honoree at that time is also Roger Bunton.
Oh,
So.
I'm sorry, I did that one.
And I just thank both the Black Caucus and the Black Democratic Caucus and the Macomb one for their, you know, I get tired telling us, I really don't like to be recognized. I mean, I love to be recognized, but I just don't like to do anything about it. I guess it happens, and I'm good with that.
Yeah.
But anyway, the tickets for that one, as I said, is $25, and you can call the Black Caucus at 586-698-7076, and you can inquire about tickets on that behalf. I think the mayor covered the other one quite adequately, so I won't even get
Although
to
I
that.
didn't really say when it was.
Okay.
So you might want to share.
I'll just read the whole thing. There is a Macomb celebration of Black excellence hosted by the One Macomb on February 23rd at Macomb County Family Resource Center located at 196 North Rose, Mount Clemens. From 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. there will be a vendor and resource expo featuring local businesses and organizations promoting their services to the community. The evening award gala will follow, and that will take place with the doors opening at 5 p.m., the awards announced at 6 p.m., and dinner and entertainment following thereafter. The tickets for that are $35 a piece, and you can contact Alicia at 586-469-7190, or you can email or get her on the internet at alicia.howell, HOWLLOWELL, at macombgov.org.
Is that at Zucaro's? Pardon? Is it being held at Zucaro's or something?
You know what?
Didn't say
I will
where.
read
No.
it.
It's the evening one. Is that at the Family Resource Center too?
Yeah.
Yes, it's also at the Resource Center.
Right. Okay. Commissioner comments for tonight. First of all, I'd like to congratulate the DDA for their very successful winter event this past weekend. There were very many families that attended that. The weekend was great. Unfortunately, on Sunday, the warmth melted the ice, but it did not melt the excitement that the people had. So the fire and ice and all the wonderful things that took place, and there were a whole lot of families down there, and that's what I liked most about it. Families together came down and enjoyed the event, and that was just amazing for me. Some bizarre and unique holidays for the month of February. First of all, the month-long celebrations are, it's American Heart Month, it's also Black History Month, it's National Cherry Month, and National Children's Dental Month. Things that you can consider also is that the third week in February is National Flirting Week. Play with that one. And then on February 5th is Chinese New Year. It is a 15-day celebration that starts the first day of the full moon, of the new moon, and ends on the first moon. The sign for this year is the pig, and this is the year for the yin, which is notably the female, the dark, the north, the earth, the cold, soft, and for even numbers. So those of you who even play numbers, you can kind of put that in mind. Anyway, November 8th is Boy Scout Day, celebrating the birth of scouting in the United States. The 12th is celebrating the birth of Abraham Lincoln, which occurred in 1809. And of course, February 14th is Valentine's Day. The root of Valentine's Day goes back to ancient times when people paid honor to the Roman gods of fertility. In modern times, it is a time to exchange cards or small gifts such as chocolates, flowers, jewelry, or indulge in romantic dinners. Or it might be a time to fall in love. February 15th is Susan B. Anthony's birthday. Born in 1820, she was a civil rights and women's rights activist. She helped bring about the 19th Amendment, giving women the right to vote. On February 17th is Random Acts of Kindness Day. We are asked to go out of our way to perform acts of kindness to as many people as we can. It will make you feel better, and it also make those who you present your acts of kindness feel better. And February 18th is President's Day, the third Monday of the month. It is a tribute to honor George Washington and Abraham Lincoln, but it's also a time to honor each and every person that has served as President of the United States of America. Federal employees, post offices, and banks have days off, but most businesses and industries do not. They continue to function. In honor of Black American history, I would like to point out some people, and I want to start with something someone gave me. Uh-oh, get to do this. I'll have to do it the next time. On the folder. Oh, I wrote it in the folder. Got it. There it is. George Crumb. He invented the potato chip. It was kind of an accident therein. He did that in 1853. He was in the process of making sliced potatoes, and somebody complained about it being too thick, and so he sliced them very, very thin, and soon thereafter he went into business. Leonard C. Bailey was an African-American businessman, owner, and inventor. Born in poverty, Bailey initially found work as a barber, building up a string of barbershops in Washington, D.C. He invented and received patents for several devices that were used both by military and the government. Some of those were, some of his inventions was the folding bed, a rapid mail stamping machine, and a device to shunt or switch trains to different tracks. These inventions provided him with a sizable income. He helped establish the Capital Savings Bank of Washington, D.C., one of the first African-American owned banks in the U.S. And during the panic of 1893, it maintained its solvency by Mr. Bailey obtaining a personal loan from a national bank in order to keep the business going. Pinckney Benton Stewart Pinchback was an African-American publisher and politician, a Union Army officer, the first American to become governor of a U.S. state. Pinchback served as the 24th governor of Louisiana from December 9th, 1872 to January 13th, 1873. Bessie Coleman was an American civil aviator. She was the first woman of African American descent and the first woman of Native American descent to hold a pilot license. She achieved her international pilot's license in 1921. Mary Ann Shad Carey. She was an American-Canadian anti-slavery activist, journalist, publisher, teacher, and lawyer. She was the first black female lawyer in the United States. She also organized the Colored Women's Progressive Franchise in 1880. She was the first black woman publisher in North America and the first woman publisher in Canada. Those are some things that we rarely recognize, and it's not taught in our regular schools, and it's things that these people made contributions to the whole American way of life, and yet they are swept under the rug and not recognized. So it's good that we have this month that we can turn back and look at the things that people have done that have influence on our lives. Also, Commissioner Wisdom. These are from Martin Luther King. Our lives begin to end the day that we become silent about the things that matter. Also, nothing in the world is more dangerous than sincere ignorance and conscientious stupidity. And finally, the ultimate tragedy is not the oppression and cruelty by the bad people, but the silence by the good people. And with that long and lengthy presentation, I say good night.
Commissioner Crabbe.
I too would like to congratulate Commissioner Bunton on his awards. I guess I'm going to put that as a plural. You can read about the Educational Impact Award and the several other award recipients on the One Macomb Facebook page. They have quite a nice separate post for each person. So I'd like to thank all the DPW plow drivers. It was a pretty treacherous Monday evening last week, and they did a great job. We had to go out in the snow, and the Mount Clemens roads were significantly better than the rest of the neighboring communities. And I was thankful that they were able to do that as quickly as they did because of the crazy cold that, you know, came afterwards, which complicated the situation even further. So thank you to those drivers. Thank you to Linda Kunith for your innovative ideas and considering our budget and our investments. I think that when you leave a position, knowing that you left it in a better position than it was before you came to the institution is always a good way to measure your success. And I think that we are much better off having your leadership in the finance department. I was able to attend the chili cook-off with my family and the ice sculptures, and the chili cook-off was a lot of fun. We tasted 7 of the 10 chilies. I was about to burst after 7, so we didn't make it past that. But not to just be diplomatic, I thought all of them were really good. Some of them I thought were even better than others, but I'm going to decline saying what my votes were. So thank you to all of the participating restaurants. I think everyone who participated brought a lot of people to downtown despite the cold. Both of my sons wore snow pants to go to the chili cook-off, so because it was so cold. So my next coffee talks will be February 12th. Which is a Tuesday at 9:30 a.m. at John's Family Grill, and February 21st at 6:30 p.m. at Bath City Bistro. So if you're able to attend, I'd love to sit down and chat with you about current events in Mount Clemens. And that's all I have.
Thank you. Commissioner Campbell.
As a fellow high school teacher, I too want to thank and congratulate Commissioner Bunton on his Educational Impact Award. working with high school kids can be trying at times, so it's an award that's well-deserved. Thank you.
Commissioner Fournier,
Either way.
I know, it's in French.
Congratulations, Commissioner Button, on those awards as well. Everyone said it, but we're very proud to have you as part of this commission, and those awards are very well deserved. Linda, we are going to miss you. Thank you for all your hard work. We wish you every success in your new endeavors and hope you keep your phone handy. And I want to thank everyone. The city did a great job in the snow cleanup, and I travel from Birmingham here, and I will tell you that our streets were better than Birmingham streets during that snow. And I also want to thank the residents, all the residents that went out and got their cars off the street and shoveled their walks. For the, you know, after it got so cold there, and then where it wasn't done, it was such a mess. Now, they all got lucky because it got warm and it all melted, but if it had stayed cold, those where it wasn't done would really be treacherous for walking and for parking. So thank you to all the residents who complied with the snow emergency and got out there and shoveled that snow. Thank you. And I was one of them. My snowblower broke.
Commissioner Ford?
I too would like to thank Mr. Woods and his crew for moving a lot of snow. Linda, I wish you the best in the future. Roger?
It only comes from people who know me well.
That's it.
Thank you. Commissioner Menser?
So I'd like to take copies of your 2 Educational Impact Awards and send them to Betsy DeVos and show her what a public education can help somebody achieve. Congratulations, Roger.
Thank you.
The Mount Clemens Optimist Club sponsored an ice sculpture, and it was a replica of our little free libraries. It's just the coolest thing. I really liked it. I want to point out that it was already mentioned here today that a lot of people took their cars off the streets for the snow. The city of Warren issued 189 tickets that night. I don't believe we issued any because our residents learn and do better. And we appreciate that. If you have a special needs child at home, you can apply for funds to help make your home more accessible thanks to a $50,000 grant received by the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services Children with Special Needs Fund. This grant is from the Roland M. Gerstacker Foundation, and it's for children for things like ceiling and stair lifts, partial or full payment for wheelchair ramps, vehicle accessibility devices, transit options, therapeutic tricycles, weighted blankets and vests, and adaptive recreational equipment. Applications received by May 23rd will be reviewed in June, and applications received by August 22nd will be reviewed in September. You can apply for these funds because it is a grant. There's no matching money. They're just gonna, assist you with this at either michigan.gov/CSN for Children Special Needs Fund. Or you can contact the Macomb County Health Department and ask for the Children's Special Needs Care Service Worker and apply for these funds for your children. And that's what I have tonight.
Thank you. We have one more announcement.
City Hall will be closed on Monday, February 18th in observance of President's Day. The next City Commission meeting will be held on Tuesday, February 19th, and garbage pickup will run on schedule that week.
Anybody else have any redos? Okay, then I need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Support. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting adjourned.